Hi, everybody. This is Rolanda Sumner. I'm the CEO and founder of Life After Service Transitional Coaching, or LASCO. And I want to share with you what the MFAP Train-the-Trainer Workshop is. Let me start off by saying that in the military, my 20 years of experience has shown me that what we look for and what we're trained for is a mission. We are looking to walk into an organization, our assignment, our duty station, and we're looking to have everything in order and to get right to work, but to be indoctrinated into the family. And we're looking for a mission. What do you need me to take care of? What goal do you need me to reach? How does this environment work? What are the rules of engagement? Who do I speak to? What's the chain of command? How are decisions made? In the military, we understand that the culture is already pretty much designed for us. So as we move up, the culture really doesn't change. You can go to different concentrated elements like a brigade, that's an infantry brigade, or an engineering brigade, or a signal brigade, and there's little tweaks, but it's still the Army, or it's still the military, whatever branch of service you're in. So it doesn't really change. However, when we go into the civilian sector, we're still looking for those constants that we had before. We're looking to have a sponsor. We're looking to have clear cutout goals made for us when we first start. We're looking for our 90-day plan. We're looking for somebody to explain in detail what the culture is like. And we're looking for professional development opportunities. And we're also looking for the rules of engagement for advancement. So in surveys, when they say veterans aren't receiving advancement or we leave because we don't see advancement opportunities, it's not necessarily that we're looking to get promoted tomorrow. What we're looking for is, how is the game played? What are the rules? What does right look like? What is the path to the next level? We have never been trained to just be happy where we are. We've always been trained with the next level in sight. When I started with a company years ago, I retired, and a couple of months later, I landed an HR job in this big company. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I got a job. Things were tight when I retired out because we were going through our savings really quickly. I didn't have a job. The VA didn't start kicking in their benefits. And it was a little bit of a stressor. My husband was still trying to figure out where we're going to live. So he was trying to figure out where to apply for jobs because we have looked at several different places to move to. But I got a job in Greenville, South Carolina. I was in Rock Hill, which is about 100 miles apart. And when I started the job, it wasn't like I thought it would be. I didn't have a 90-day plan. There weren't really any clear-cut goals for me to aspire to. I didn't know what the culture was like. I didn't understand who I was working with. I knew their roles, but I was really confused what their roles entailed and where I fell in. I didn't know how decisions were being made, who I should speak to, who I shouldn't speak to. I was just really, really, really confused and a little bit hurt because my team didn't really welcome me. There was a 4-person, 5-person team, and only one person really welcomed me into the team. So that made me feel kind of, unwanted. My direct supervisor, I can only imagine, didn't understand me because I was transitioning out of the military, and she didn't really get me. She didn't understand why I looked at things in a different light and why cuss words didn't bother me when employees called into the helpline and they were cursing and they were upset. I heard the message. I was fine with it. And she was really rattled and she didn't understand. There were a few other things I don't think she understood, and therefore I was terminated after 2 months. I didn't even make it to the 90-day mark. And it happened to be 2 weeks after we closed on the house, because for a month I was driving up and down the road 100 miles one way. And finally we found a home and we closed on it. And 2 weeks later, I was out of a job. It was devastating. The hard part about it was I had never been terminated or even reassigned for poor performance or behavior. I had always had average or above average evaluation ratings, and this was a blow to my ego, my self-esteem. I was just winded. How can I fail at this? The March Forward Acclimation Program, the workshop specifically, helps veterans and their direct supervisors navigate through that hard time. The 8-hour workshop teaches veterans like myself and like other veterans who left the military and new veterans who are coming out of the military. It teaches them how to earn early wins within the first 90 days that matter most to their supervisors, so that they're more productive and they're more acclimated into the program, into the team quicker. It teaches them how to learn about the culture of their new organization quickly and how to adapt to it quickly. It also teaches the direct supervisor how to fill that void of not receiving professional development on a regular basis by showing the direct supervisor how they can offer professional development at the lowest level at little to no cost. And it also shows the direct supervisor how to delegate those tasks to other higher potential subordinates who need to have some leadership training as well. Guess what? It doesn't cost any extra once you start to implement that. Regular resources that are already offered by the company and other opportunities that are already offered by the company can be utilized to offer that type of leadership training at the ground level, as well as professional development. And most importantly, we teach the direct supervisors how to coach, how to ask empowering questions, how to acknowledge, validate, and normalize, and how to really get to know each of their teammates so that they're able to offer them professional development on terms that make sense to the veteran and other team members in areas that they really want to grow in. The March Forward program will save your company tens of thousands of dollars, because on day one, during that workshop, you are satisfying many of the most important needs that veterans need, that veterans have, motivating them to stay past their 1-year anniversary. Had I had the March Forward program when I came out of the military, I probably would have still been with that company. But it wasn't available. There was nothing available. And therefore, that organization lost tens of thousands of dollars when I was terminated. A third of my annual salary left, and they had to re-recruit someone else. That was money, that was time, and that took an effect on their overall business revenue. 1% to 2% of your business revenue walks out the door as well, because it's taking a hit on productivity, morale, and the wave goes on. So the Train the Trainer workshop teaches your professionals how to train facilitators within your organization to give the workshop. They come see me and I'll put them through the course. They'll do a practical, in-person practical, and then guess what? They go to your organization at no extra cost, And they train other people to do the same. It's a yearly certification. When you re-up on your certification, there's an online portion where they can take to refresh. But at the end of the day, you saved not only tens of thousands of dollars because you've saved veterans and other employees, if you put everybody through this, you save them, and you save 1/3 of their annual salary, which can pay for 1 to 2 people to go through the course. And then everything else is just extra savings, more money that you can reallocate to a project that really does need the funds. So join me on September 10th and 11th at the Embassy Suites by Hilton, Greenville River Place. You can stay at the hotel. It is COVID safe and follows all of the CDC's guidelines. The course, while we're in the room, it follows all of the CDC guidelines. Participants will have free breakfast. They'll have free lunch. And on the 10th, I feed them. They just have to pay to get there, and they have to pay to get there, and they have to pay for their dinner on the 9th and the 11th. And I take care of everything else. So I look forward to speaking with you. Please share this. Share this with all of your other HR and veteran resource group professionals. We need to stop the hemorrhage of veterans leaving the workplace before their 1-year anniversary. We need to support our direct supervisors more. And the MFAP program is going to do that.